You see, Lee McGee? Oh, no.
Yeah.
We are live.
we are live, loud, and in color, hunting.
Allah, yes.
But hello, everyone. Hello, everybody. Hello, Chris. Hello, Penny. I thought Tasha was here, but hey, Brittany. So I am welcome to Hump Day Happy Hour, where there's no specific topic. We just do what we do. So we're a little behind today, but I want to go ahead and get started. So I just want to let's talk about our day today. What? Oh, hey, Tasha. I was like, I knew I saw you somewhere.
I want to talk about C's cloak of invisibility.
Yes.
Okay,
Please.
well,
We all need
cloak
one.
of invisibility. Okay, I
Yeah.
like that.
So hello, C. How are you?
Hello.
today?
Hi, C. How are you
Talk to
doing today?
us.
It's so good of you to join us today, C. I'm not sure. Did you know Regina just came in? No. Oh, okay.
Regina.
Oh, see, you're too much. Stop it. Oh my gosh. I just don't know what to say. See, you just slay me, girl.
And y'all should see what C is wearing. Oh, that's right. Y'all can't see it, but we can see it.
Yes.
It's fire.
Yes.
And y'all
It's
say
fire.
hi to C in
It's
the comments. Y'all say hi, C. Yes. I mean, because, she is what? She's that girl.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
She's that girl.
So they're asking about the hat.
Yes, of course.
Okay, well,
Well, Tiana just wanted to be front and center today. So here you go.
look, I'm trying to pull off Regina vibes when she was R&B, trying to pull off, Rhonda vibes when she came with the head wrap, but I just came with the cosplay because the hair underneath this hat, boo, you do not want to see it.
So I thought you was doing one of those. What do they call the plushie, or what is it called?
Yes, like the plush.
They have like that plush, type deal going on. What is that called, guys? Y'all help me out, somebody.
But I know
they have
what
a thing with the softies or whatever they call them.
Yes,
furries, something.
Yes,
but it's not that, guys. It's not that. If y'all know what we talk about, the audience, just say it's not that.
It's not that.
It's not that.
It's funny because Penny was the one that called it out. What's that? What is that hat? What is that? What is it?
Woo! Trust me, it's better than whatever's under here. It's
Pikachu. You look
cute.
cute. You do.
Yeah.
I'm just picking on you. You do look cute, though.
Thank you.
You do.
I'd be looking like a weirdo if I came on stage with that. Y'all be like,
no, you would be
y'all be
you would
like,
rock it too,
on, Terry.
Yeah.
Thanks, Diana.
So
C.
What? Okay, I'm trying to watch this and see too. What she's saying. Okay, so Tia, since you have been on vacay this week.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. What's been popping? What's up? Tell us. What you doing?
Well,
where you been?
I have moved some of my items because, I have so much stuff. So I've gotten all my stuff together and I'm moving it out of my house. My husband deserves to be home in a house, not a house/warehouse. So you already know I have an off-site location. So I'm moving more of the stuff to the off-site location, just, for the pure sake of also, I'm not always at work, so that helped because I was noticing I was becoming frustrated with the thing that I love doing. And then I was like, if I'm frustrated, I'm sure my friends who talk to me every day is like, ew, why is she so salty right now? Get yourself together. So I was like, let me just get myself together so I can go back to fun, happy, positive me. So I'm just purging those things and moving them, which feels so much better because my house feels so much lighter now that I've moved so much of that stuff. You have no idea, not clog, but unorganization will clog your brain and kind of bring your mood down. So I'm glad that I had the time to do that and move things out. So today I kind of did nothing though. Let's just be honest. I sat around all day and didn't do anything because I did most of the work Monday, Tuesday. Tonight after the show, we're gonna move a few more things. Gonna vacuum again, even though I vacuumed last night. And then I'm just gonna chill kind of the rest of the week. I think I'm gonna be with Brittany on Sunday because she's doing a plus size live sale on her channel.
Mhm.
And then I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else this week. So it's really just relaxing. And even though I remind everyone that you are your most valuable asset, like it's very easy to forget that and neglect yourself. I've been having so much fun just doing nothing with my family. Like we were up to like 2 a.m. playing 90s hits for my daughter that she had never heard before, having the time of our life because there was no schedule to stick to. And that's what I like about being an entrepreneur. There's no schedule. And I had like pigeonholed myself to this schedule, like trying to have a live show every day. I mean, that was a good idea when I said it, but now that it's been 3 months, it's not such a good idea anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm
Sometimes
so
you
glad
do.
that you organized your space. That's like the
Yes.
best thing. And that's something that I'm going to be working on too. So I'm glad to hear that, Tiana. 'Cause
Nice.
That's like one of the best things anybody. Oh, right.
It is.
See, she is
Yeah,
rocking
she's
the
got it.
glasses.
Yeah.
Rocking
Love the
the
glasses.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Who
we
is
can
that
hear you.
girl?
I'm on the big. I'm a superstar today.
All
She's
right.
a superstar.
Yes.
I love those glasses, darling.
Well,
Mhm.
since it's
I do.
Diana's
I
first
love
time
those
joining us,
glasses.
I do
I
too.
don't honestly, guys. I do not know what is going on with my technology, other than everything is hating on me. My little computer, my little baby computer.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought something was falling apart.
right.
Oh no, because you know what? You know, there's a bunch of stuff on this desk. But this is my bay. This is my trusted.
Oh, that's HP too.
Yeah, it always works. So when I connected, like when you sent me the first message, Rhonda, I was already backstage. I could see
It didn't show that.
I
It just showed that.
don't.
Well, you know, I don't know what happened, but
I'm glad you made it. And I'm liking that
Yeah.
tie-dye shirt you have on. You went
I am too. That's a Wendy's original, right?
Oh, nice.
Ah,
Oh,
I love it. I
Loving
love
it.
it.
Loving it.
No, I got this from another seller.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
nice.
It's very nice though. I love it.
It is nice. Well, you guys, since this is the Diana's first time
Jules
at
said
Hump Day
onesie.
Happy Hour, I'm gonna give her a chance to say how her day or her week's going so far. Yes, Jules, honey, Tiana, you know I'm loving the onesie. Is it a?
I wish
It's not
it
a
was a
onesie. It's just a
onesie.
hat.
I wish it was a onesie, Lisa. I didn't get it when they came out. I have like a onesie of somebody else, but I don't have a Pikachu onesie. Like, if y'all have one in a size large or extra large, DM me.
Oh my goodness! All right, I keep saying Deanna. Diana, how's your week been so far?
My week has been pretty good. Ever since I got this space cleared out, I feel the same way that you feel, Tiana, like a weight has been lifted. Because my reselling room was like a complete and total mess. So now things are like an unorganized mess, if that makes sense. But at least this looks good. And at least I can make my videos now and have lives here, where before I was searching which area of the house. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I have good lighting here. Let me go here. No, that doesn't look good. Let me go somewhere else. So I've had that. And then, of course, just taking pictures. I do my usual, go to the gym, come back, walk my little pup, and then just start taking pictures and listing and sharing. And the time that goes by like this. But yeah,
Oh
been
my
busy.
gosh. Oh, nice. I'm exhausted just from hearing
Exactly. And I have class later on tonight.
Yeah, that was funny.
One day I'm going to make a day in the life, so you guys can
Yes.
really see what I
Oh,
do.
that would be
Yes.
interesting. I love to see those. Though I don't film
Yeah.
my own, but I love to see the other people.
Yeah, they're fun to watch, I think.
They
They
are.
are. They are. So, see what's popping.
Oh,
This is
let's
C, and she knows things.
Yes.
Mm.
better.
Right. That's right.
First of all, I want to say thank you for inviting me. I love coming to anything Rhonda does. And I just
Aw.
want to say, okay, since I started talking, there are now 5 people in the room, but we only had, 7 people watching and 5 likes. Come on, people, let's get these likes
Mm,
up.
The thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay.
definitely hit the thumbs up.
This has been a very challenging week for me. Well, a whole challenging month, but dealing with my pain and whatnot. But today I feel good. I was feeling nauseous earlier. I think it was too much of that. As my girlfriend says, "Are you back to drinking that fancy coffee?" I'm like, "Yeah, I only bought another couple of cups because I don't have that much money left on my cord."
Oh,
I
you've
had-
been really hitting up the Starbucks.
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. As
But I'm
long
trying
as
to
you
get
make
my
a use of.
stores too. I got stores. But anyway,
Oh,
yeah. So
okay.
that's all this that's been going on. Just trying to keep it together, and Hey, Derek.
Hey, Derek, what's popping?
Hey.
Yeah. So
Lord have
anyway,
mercy.
I'm just glad to be here. So
Yes.
Oh, but that's all. But honey, we're glad you are here.
Yes,
You
we
know,
are.
we
Yes.
all are
Now
blessed
it's
and
a
highly favored.
party. Now it's a party.
Oh, and you know that, and you know that. All right, Tara. As Tara takes her swig before she
Uh-huh.
talks.
yeah, what are we all drinking?
Mhm.
I'm just
Well,
drinking
I
got
some of my
juice.
water. Deer
Yeah,
Park.
I'll
Deer Park
go.
water.
Oh, we're in a Deer Park container today. Okay.
Yes.
Uh, uh-uh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
But we're talking about me. So one of the things that I've
Mhm.
been working on that I need to work on more, I got Slack today, but I'm gonna spend like 10 minutes a day organizing my space in different spots so it's not so overwhelming. So I relate to both what you, Diana, and Tiana have been talking about. And I do have like a warehouse situation going on, Tiana, so I get it. And my husband would be very happy when that ends. So I had to make that a reality for him. So doing that, and of course doing Clubhouse, and I'm up here on YouTube with you, Ronald, because I got to be on what is it, Hump Day Happy Hour?
Yeah.
I love it
Day happy
here.
hour.
So and just working, doing Amazon out in the Amazon streets. Tiana know all about that. And
And
trying to
them
get my other
Amazon streets.
e-commerce up and going.
Yeah.
Yes, those Amazon streets. Oh, girl, I gotta tell you what happened yesterday. Which I got to re-update Nisha on this. So you go under other people's listings sometime, right, Tiana?
Yeah, you can see them.
Yeah. But I'm just saying you go under them sometimes, depending on it.
Right.
Like sometimes you don't have to generate your own listing. If
Right.
you're in Amazon, for people that don't do Amazon, you may not know what I'm talking about, but like you can go up on somebody else's listing and sell your product. So anyway, in this scenario, we went under somebody else's listing to sell a product. It was an action figure. And so everybody was like kind of being competitive on this. So apparently the guy that had the listing got mad and he changed the listing and said 12 units for the price of the person, whoever the lowest person was. And next thing I know, our stuff was pinging, which fortunately we only had 3 of the action figures left. So it was like 3 for us. So we was like, and my husband was like, what is going on? Why is it saying 12 units? I said, what in the world? I said, oh. I said, this son decided to throw some shade. He got
Yeah.
ticked off with somebody and decided to throw some shade. So then we had to reach out to people. Like I said, we only had 3. So we reached out to them and just say, hey, we don't have 12 units. So do you still want this? Cancel whatever. But he had tore up everybody that was under him.
Oh no, ma'am.
But
Not shady like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. So I had reached out to Nisha about it, but at first I thought my husband had did the listing because he's done some of his own, which I love when we do our own listing because you get paid too when you do your own listing. People go up on you. But it wasn't him. He confused the list. And he said, no. I said, I was wondering how somebody could get in on your list. And I said, that don't make any sense. I said, it had to be theirs. I said, they be getting shady. They be throwing some shade. Just thought I'll let y'all know that. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, and that's sad because
Be careful.
Amazon only lets you have like you have one item, this hair scrunchie. Like if I have this, Terry has this, Diana has this, like we have to list under the same one. And so to know that the person who created it can just change it and Diana and Terry not be notified, that has not happened to me. Oh my gosh. But that is like, why would you do that?
Why even do that? Yeah.
But I feel like Amazon should notify us.
Someone else to get the sale.
Yeah, I think it's he got upset because apparently somebody had undercut his price.
Right.
But the most part about it is he's getting paid anyway because they're under him. So he's getting referral fees because they're under him. So he's getting paid one way or the other. But it was like he just I know that's what it was. He got angry because somebody undercut his price. Yeah, he just messed everybody up that was under. I said, thank God we only had 3 because there's some people that had more. And I was like, boy, some angry people. But we saw that the list ended up changing. So he probably got something from Amazon for doing that, I'm guessing. I don't really know.
That's crazy.
That was my first experience with it. But I guess Katie, it's happened to Katie because she says she's hate when people do that. So I guess Katie, that has happened to her before too. Katie Reeds.
I just
how do you avoid that? Because she's the expert. Like, and is there a way that if the person changes it, I don't mind that, but is there a way for me to know so I can just take my listing off?
The way for you to know is to constantly stay on top of your notifications. That's
it. Well, the thing about it is you won't know if they change the listing. You only know like price change, and there's like certain apps you can use for the price changes. Right. And then of course, if you got a sale, that's what alerted us because it was like ping, ping, ping. It was like when he did it, it was like as soon as he did it, it was like ping, ping, ping. And I was like, and he was like, wow, don't usually come this fast.
What do you do when you FBA? So like say I FBA'd it, so Amazon has it. I don't even have it. Like
and that's my concern because ironically, thank God these weren't FBA because they were this is like an action figure that's hard to find. Right. And so we only had 3 of them. And we've been like all in the Amazon streets, like you always say. We've been all over trying to find them. They're very hard to find the ones that we have. So it was no need to send them FBA. We're like, we're not going to send FBA for just 3, Right. And they sell fast, whether they're FBA or not. FBM, they sell. But you're right. If that had been FBA. Yeah. But then, Amazon might have went off, though. Possibly. Maybe Amazon might have, possible. I don't know. That's a good question. I hope I don't have to experience it. That's
and you don't get a notification when it's fulfilled by Amazon. Like they don't need to notify me.
Just that you got to sell. That's it. That's all you get the sell notification. That's it. That's it. That's the only notification you get.
Derek has a good question. I need to know how to jump on listings. What it is your listing under when you put your barcode in to pull up an item. You'll see, Amazon will show you where that item is. And as long as it's not a private label item, then you just list under it. Don't ever list under a private label item.
Right. Right.
That person will report you and Amazon will take you down and you're going to have to go through all these hoops to get back up. Just don't do it.
How do you know it's private label? Because I haven't come across that. I just, sell other people.
Person selling it and they're usually going to have their name as the manufacturer and the item.
Right. Yeah. Right.
And a lot of times,
you don't want to get in on it now.
What they'll do is they'll include something additional.
Right.
So that they, like back in the day, it was, I had a friend that sold all the silicone kitchen tools. So she would always get a recipe book
to go with it.
Right.
So, see, those I can tell when they have an extra little something. I'm like, oh, that's not
right.
But you still get people that will still try to list under them because again, they've got the buy box, they've got the ranking. So people, and then you've got people, I mean, I've had clients that already know they're going to get taken down, but the money that's coming in is going to offshoot what they got to pay to get reinstated, which makes absolutely no sense to me.
That doesn't make sense because it's such a headache, trying to get all that
to get reinstated.
Just do it right. Just do it right. But you had to share that funny story. But now, Tiana, you got me thinking if that had been an FBA, boy.
Yeah.
If that had been an FBA, what?
How do you handle it if it was FBA and then they changed the listing, but all your stuff is at Amazon?
Then this. Well, what you can do is if you notice that change, say you had 50 of them.
Right.
If you didn't want to sell them at that price, you would take your inventory down to 0. Your stuff is still there, but you take it down to 0 so it can't be purchased.
You know, that is a good point because you can change your quantity. You sure can.
Right.
That is a good point. So if you catch that that's happening,
so you bring it back.
Right, exactly. That's a good point.
But I guess if they sold and like Amazon has shipped them, I just feel like that's where it kind of gets in the weeds because Amazon just is going to fulfill the orders that come in, but the person has changed the listing. And when I sent it in under 1 quantity, they changed it to 12 quantity. Amazon has now shipped it. The customer got 1 instead of 12. That was a whole.
Yeah, well, and that would be that you have totally missed the sale. So like if you totally missed the sale, Tiana, that could happen. But like we always catch it because we have a sound to it. So we always catch it. So we would have caught that. So I'm glad you said that, see, because I'm gonna tell my husband about that because you never know, it could end up happening to an FBA. Yeah, it just so happened that wasn't one.
Like you said, if they changed it instead of 1 of to 12, if you don't have 12 at FBA, you're not going to get that sale.
Got it.
They're only going to give that sale.
Then, okay, now I have another scenario. Say they changed it to 12. I sent my stuff to FBA. I sent it under quantity 1. They changed the listing to 12. Now, how do I get my stuff at FBA under the appropriate listing that has 1? Because now the listings change. I need to redirect that somewhere else.
Okay, you take it down to 0. Take it down to 0, and
right.
You're going to be able to do 1 or 2 things. You should be able to create your own listing, and you probably won't be able to do it easy because Amazon is going to still direct you to that original listing. Then you contact them.
Then I got to call.
Yeah.
But you know what you can do?
You can set up your own listing.
Yeah, because my stickers are on the original one for that listing. And I'm like, oh, great. Now my stickers are in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Woo! But you know what you could possibly, because what you could possibly do. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, see.
I said they're not going to keep the listing like that because they're not going to want to keep selling 12 for 1. You know, they did that.
They're not going to keep it.
They did that to knock everybody from under them.
Yes, he did. That was all he did. He just wanted to knock everybody at the box. Yep.
What he did probably was went to everybody that was under them, put 99 as a quantity to see what they had. And that's he came up with okay, there's only 12 out there. Bam, 12. You know, they're shady.
And then you canceling orders, which affect her account because you had to cancel 3 orders, right? And now that's affecting your account.
Yeah, we had to cancel 3. I mean, we communicated, and Amazon sees that communication, and then he called in too, which I'm sure we weren't the only ones that called in. But what I was also about to say too, Tiana, I had something I was going to tell you in regards to you were talking about. It'll possibly come back to me. There was a point I wanted to tell you that you could possibly do as well, because I know most of the time when we do FBA, we send a lot of volume.
Yes,
because that's the whole point of doing the FBA. Mm-hmm. So like, yeah, you really got to be on that because I agree with what C says. Go ahead and take the number down, but you got to be on that big time. You got to pay attention to those FBA orders because if you send in like a volume 100, okay, I know what I was going to say now. So you send in, let's just say 100 of whatever, like whatever you sent in, and then and it was supposed to be 1 unit of whatever it was that you had sent in, and then all of a sudden they said, oh, I'm gonna be cute now, 20 units for this price, whatever. But you do have the units because you sent in 100.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to catch that quick. But the other thing is, if you had a sale prior where it was like 1 unit, then I feel like you could contact Amazon and say, see, this is the sale with the same product where it was just 1 unit. What can we do? I'm just curious about that. Yeah. Hopefully I don't have to run into it. Yeah.
Well, I just want to point out, because I don't sell on Amazon. I don't know about Diana, but, we just over like chicken liver.
I am not ready. I'm not ready.
Yeah, I just want to say, I'll call out the fact that when Tiana was giving her example of the scrunchie, that she left CNI out.
Oh my!
She sure did.
And she said, "Well, Diana and Terry know." Well, from the time I did wear a scrunchie, I was saying I didn't have to be disqualified. Like I never know what a scrunchie was.
Oh my God, I missed that part. That's too funny, Ron.
That's hilarious.
I just wanted everybody to be aware that, C and I were left out of that example. I'm just saying. I once upon a time could wear a scrunchie.
I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
She just did that after I came off of.
And I also wanted to point out that to see that she should DM Derek for her $2 for that
You get her
information.
$2.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, get your $2, girl.
Get my $2 for what?
Oh, well, he said he had $202 for whoever could give him the information he required.
Oh,
Yeah, we sure did.
So while you were saying thank you, I mean, I'm just saying, drop down in the DM and get that $2.
Yep.
Don't slide in his DM, but just drop on down and get that $2.
Yeah.
Hey, Christy. Oh my
I
God!
want my
I was
money.
she just sleep.
I gotta have my money. Oh, I'm sorry. I just had to go there.
Yes, gotta have them coins, Conte. Gotta have them coins.
That is my daughter's favorite song, Terry. And she's only ever heard the clean version. And I don't like when she sings it. And last night we were doing the throwback songs, and she was like, "Mommy, can you play my song?" And I always want to tell her no, but I'm like, okay. So she says, "Chick better have
he
my
said
money."
he got you, Steve. He got you.
The chick
Girl
better have my money.
Girl better have my money.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And see, I forgot to add my little thing to my YouTube. Oh,
Yeah, you gotta add your
buy me a coffee.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Derek.
I forgot to add it. Well,
Yeah, I
yes,
have it in
well,
my
in the
link tree, but I don't know if I'm gonna
Him
add
and
it
his
to my
Capri
YouTube
Sun.
yet. Yeah, his
Can
Capri
you
Sun.
put it in the live chat, Rhonda?
Yeah, you
we
can
ain't
add the
gonna be
link to live
sliding.
chat.
Ain't nobody got time to be sliding in your DM.
No, I say put it on your.
I
You
told
have
her
the
to
link
drop
in your link tree.
down. Because you can't slide in my DM. That's a whole nother issue.
Do you
Slide in
have
my
the link in
DM.
your milkshake? Do you have the link in your
brings out the
milkshake?
boys
Oh,
to the
you know what
yard.
I do? I have mine in my link tree.
I don't even know how to make it to buy a coffee, but Rhonda, put yours
mine
in
is
the
link
live
tree.
chat. They can click it from the
Definitely.
live chat, Rhonda.
Yeah.
Girl,
I can put it
have
up
to
there
go
for you,
all the
Rhonda.
way. Okay, I have to go all the way to my Instagram and all
Do
that.
it from your cell phone.
I can do
Oh,
it for you, Rhonda. Is it in your milkshake? Is it in your milkshake, Rhonda?
No, it's not in my milkshake. I didn't even add it yet. to
Oh, okay,
anywhere.
never mind.
Look, to anywhere. Oh,
Okay, I
Lord,
got
now
you.
y'all threw me all off of my whole
We just could
conversation
bobble
for
into
today
now.
because y'all had to take up my time and Diana's time talking about Amazon.
Amazon. But I did learn that I ain't ready for Amazon in any way, shape, or form. Heck no.
Okay.
I ain't
Well,
ready.
you know,
Learn
I'm
from
gonna
us.
Normally
start with
happen.
books, Diana.
That
I'm
doesn't
gonna
normally
start with
happen,
books.
Diana.
Whew.
Yeah, that is
That's a
normally
whole
happen.
other beast.
Yeah.
It's a beast,
Why
but that don't
stumble?
normally happen. That was new.
Yes.
If we didn't have anyone new to the show, y'all could have talked about Amazon till y'all was blue in the face. But we don't want her to think that that's all we talk about.
And we don't, Diana. That was
I
the
know.
first time we decided to have a serious. I just thought it was a funny conversation. Actually,
That
It
was
really
funny.
I was like, he really
It
literally
was
gave us.
funny,
He gave
but
us
it
like
turned-
the, you know what? He did this to us. He's like, that's what I think about y'all. That's pretty much what he did.
Look at
To
what
us.
he said. Derek said, don't do it. She about to shut the whole show down.
I know, that's why we said, no, Rhonda, don't do it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, why I always got to be singled out?
No,
Single,
Look,
single.
Because you're single,
yes.
Because I'm
yes.
single, not trying to mingle. Remember that, guys.
Not
Single,
at
single,
all.
not
I'm
trying to
mingling
mingle.
with them coins.
I'm not mad.
Mhm.
They are loyal.
We want that money.
Yes, they are.
And
Yes.
they don't
have
talk
that
back.
money.
They don't
Yeah.
talk that.
Nope. Sure don't.
Ooh, I
Oh
have
my
a memory. I seem to have a memory about somebody needing some grape juice one day. Grape juice. Anybody remember that?
Why is she
grape
rubbing
juice
her
memory?
head like it's a crystal ball?
It's yeah. Do you remember this, Tiana? Do you remember the grape juice story, Tiana?
Ma'am,
No.
ma'am, it was not. It was not grape juice. It was grapefruit. And
Okay,
I had
so
Diana, what had happened was,
What
tell me what happened. So what had happened was I developed tendonitis.
Oh
I
yeah.
couldn't use I couldn't use my right hand. And the cable guy had to come out and check out things and all that kind of stuff. But moving forward, I just happened to say I was not thinking. I said, well, do you do anything else outside of the cable? And so he kind of looked at me like, and I was like, well, so what? I mean, let's just go in the kitchen. Then he was like, oh my God, now,
wait a minute.
now
Let's
the
stop,
ask
let's
the
stop
man,
it for a second
now
because I
the
want you
ask
to
the man to
understand.
come
She
to a
wasn't in her
specific
What?
place.
bedroom when she was asking this
I was in my
question. I just want
bedroom
y'all to be
because
clear about that.
my cable box and all that is in my closet. So
Right.
I was in my bedroom talking to him and asking him questions. So
Does he
then
do
after that,
anything
The big
else?
question. What else do you do?
so I just happened to say, well, do you do anything outside of cable? And I was just trying, I thought I really was making a funny. But then I thought about it. I was like, oh, hell, he probably thinking it's about to go down.
Yeah.
So I said, well, let's just go in the
It's
kitchen.
about to
And then
go
I thought, oh,
down.
hell, might think it's about to go down in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So, I got the grapefruit fruits out of the refrigerator. I said, can you open this for me, please? And he was like, oh yeah. He said, got me in here opening grapefruits. I was
That
like,
is not
that's
the
all I.
fruit that he thought he was gonna get, girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, I'm just gonna let
You got
y'all
that
know.
right, Diana. That was not the fruit he was
That was not
expecting.
the fruit.
Well, let me just
He
tell
thought it
you,
was
honey,
about to
the
go
fruit he might
down.
have been expecting was no. That would have been a negative for me.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen.
Oh
In
my
his
God.
mind, he was thinking,
I know
okay,
his
the black
eyes
and the berry, the
his
sweet.
eyes kind of
Yeah.
wide, like, oh, well, wait a minute now. What's about to go down here? Dude,
He's like
nothing.
finally being
You
a
about to
man
open
has paid
this
off.
grapefruit. You about to open this grapefruit and you about to get on up out of my front door, okay? I don't know about your business now, here. I ain't
And you
got no.
probably gave him a story. You gave him a
Yes.
story to talk about though when he
Yes,
left.
you
He
Oh,
was
did.
I
talking
did.
He
about
sure
that.
did. He probably
He
told it a
told
little
home.
differently at the end, but that's okay. You gave him a story to tell.
Well, if
That's
he told
right.
it to his wife,
His
I hope
friends.
he told it the correct way. 'Cause, I'd have to bust his bubble and hers.
Yeah.
He don't want it. He don't want it.
Yeah.
Because by the time I'd have
Oh,
said what
God.
I had to say, he'd have been like, "Oh,
But oh yeah, I know, Derek, right? But to make a long story short, this is what happens when you're single, not trying to
Yes.
mingle.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't stand him. I swear, y'all."
Oh my
I
God.
cannot stand Derek. I'm gonna tell you. Oh my God! Shout out to
Yeah.
Rhonda for getting that smoke alarm shut down.
I didn't even hear the smoke alarm that day. I never heard it until he said it. And then I was like, oh, there is a smoke alarm.
But let me tell you, I was over here hoping, even before I hopped on, I was like, please give me a break on this sound. Because what happened was I had to have the cable guy, the maintenance guy. I mean, everybody just seemed like they came in and wanted to come in at one time. And then to do my toilet, the maintenance guy came in to do the toilet. The cable guy came in to check my internet again. My phone line, I'm sorry. This thing was silent all that time. All of a sudden, Derek opens his mouth. And before they had just started beeping. And I was like, oh my God. And Derek, of course, had to mention it. Like, I mean, really, Derek?
Yes, he did.
Let me tell you, I got that thing shut down, but I had to live with it for the weekend because everything was working fine. Got the maintenance guy out the way. Got the cable guy came right when I was on air. Everybody was in the building. But lo and behold, when my granddaughter left out of the house, I sat down, ready to enjoy a peaceful evening. Oh, I was like, no. I mean, just and from that on Friday night, Saturday, Sunday,
Oh
I was
no.
just like,
It was too much.
There's
and
too
then
much.
people
Well,
said,
as
"Look
Derek
at
said, everybody wants some of that grapefruit. That's all.
Oh,
He did say
Sure
that.
did.
He did say that.
Terry,
He said that.
Terry." Oh, there's no grapefruit picking over here, child. If my name ain't Eve, I ain't offered you the apple.
Hey,
yeah.
hey.
Mm,
She said what she said.
yeah.
I said what I said.
She
But
said,
thank you
Sure
for
did.
And that's what
joining.
you said.
And that's what I said. Yeah. Oh my God. Y'all, I can't.
Oh,
I cannot with it. And I'm gonna put calling people to come help me because I'm like, what? Don't we have women who are cable people? Don't we have something, somebody I can converse with, and not be standing around trying to argue with me about how my phone was working, was never working, it could have never been working when it's
Yes.
been working all this time.
She
I
had
mean,
to
I'm
mute
like,
and
I
turn
had
her screen off for that conversation during the
Oh.
live show. Okay.
and he said it to
Yeah,
me
because you know we
5,428
don't
times.
want to see that.
right.
Because that probably got a little tense. Just a little tense.
Yeah, a little bit, I'm
Why is it
sure.
messy? Why it gotta be messy?
Hey. What's up, Topher? I saw you come in.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, y'all. Look at here. Wait. Derek, you know what? I'm just gonna come and disrupt your whole life. I'm gonna talk all the way through the comments.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I would talk all the way through the comments. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. See now you guys can buy me coffee. Y'all know I love a good old cup of coffee. A good old cup of iced coffee.
Wait, that's C's link. That's not your
no,
link.
I was like, wait, that's what
See,
you get for
Tiana, I'm gonna
$2.
say anything. But Tiana's like, that seems like I was gonna say what?
She's getting her $2, okay?
wait. I just tried to find yours, Rhonda, and I can't find it. I did the Pink Diva Studio. I did Pink Diva. And Google just took the link down for me. Like they said that it was removed by the Google somebody team. I was like, what?
Dang.
I can't
you.
Okay.
So Rhonda, you can have on yours. Buy me some grapefruit.
Moderator team.
No.
So you know how Derek says capricin. You could be like, buy me a grapefruit.
Ooh, that is funny. That's funny.
No, because they'll refer back to that movie Girls Trip and it ain't going down like that.
Oh,
All right.
wait. Whoa, that's a whole different thing.
Hi, Topher.
That would be
I
wasted.
forgot that you said that,
grapefruit.
Rhonda. I did forget that actually until you mentioned that. I sure did.
Yeah, that would be wasted grapefruit. Trust me.
Ooh, that was crazy.
It was crazy. Yes, it was. I learned some things.
I didn't see that movie. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
You have to
you
watch
saw
that
that
movie.
movie.
With Tiffany Haddish?
Never.
What?
Oh my god.
Need to watch it.
Okay, girl.
No kids around.
You need to watch it for that part.
I'll give you the
So I
clip
can't
notes
watch
later.
it.
But you're an adult kid that's
But you're
married,
grown.
so you watch
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
I don't
you're
know. My heart is having palpitations just thinking about it.
Or just YouTube that scene alone, and that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can YouTube it.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you go.
You can YouTube it.
Girl, I was
Okay.
just gonna say I can give you the clip notes on it later, but you know.
I see.
Oh my God.
It ain't for me. I'm just gonna leave it like
It
that.
was a
for
hot
me.
mess is all I got to say. It was a hot mess.
It was.
Okay.
It was.
It was hilarious, but it was
It was. It was.
Oh
Excuse
my
me.
god.
Thank you. My dog trying to say hi. Come here.
Oh,
Let me-
come on.
come here.
Come
Come here.
Oh,
Gosh.
baby.
His name is Taco. Because he's
because he's
Taco.
love tacos. Hey,
Girl.
taco.
because he's a pit wawa. He's pitbull chihuahua.
Oh, is he?
Oh, he's so cute.
He's adorable. He's so
Hey.
cute. So, I call him my little Mexican pit bull.
Oh, he's so cute though.
Yeah, he's adorable. Yeah, he's my little buddy.
Yes, he is.
He's like, what are you doing in here? You're having way too much fun in here, and I'm not included.
Right, right.
Oh, well, Taco, you just sit on down now, honey.
Yeah, he lays on me.
Taco. Oh my
Right?
God, that is too funny. Why Derek talking about us? See, Katie,
What does he
like
say?
he's telling on us.
Always.
Like he's telling on us.
Uh-huh.
All right, guys, I'm just gonna run a little game real quick.
Okay.
Who's giving the
And-
prize away?
I'm gonna give.
Okay. I see them cute
Oh,
hats.
I
Yes.
I love
Yes.
it.
Yes. Love it.
Perfect
Oh,
for the upcoming
Yes.
Ooh.
season. Very
Yes,
nice.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
So
Just so I'm clear, we can't play, right?
Yeah, that's what I was about. I agree. See, can we play? What's up?
it be your own people.
Always.
I know.
It be your own people, your own kind.
I need that pink hat.
Right.
Go ahead.
That is funny.
They're
That's
all
cute
right.
though.
Tiana, think of a number 1 through.
I need to write it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and write it down.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
find
I
it.
got that tip from Terry because she was like, I'm gonna show y'all so y'all, seeing is believing.
Okay, what's the number through?
Let's do 1 through 12.
Okay,
Yes. Yeah. 1 through 12.
I got it.
Okay. Everybody in the audience, 1 through 12.
I can't see. Lord have
Come
mercy.
in behind
Oh,
me. 1 through 12. 1 through 12. And Tiana will stop it when we have the number.
Yes.
54,
Let's go. Let's get it.
28.
What's the
through
number?
12.
guys?
That's a Prince number. See, that's a Prince number.
1 through 12.
Okay, no, keep coming, keep bringing the numbers.
Wait. They're going to have something.
Girl, 1 through 12. That's what they did at the pushing thing. We
He
went
did say 5 first, so we'll take his 5.
Oh,
Tasha
Derek.
said
no, keep coming. I don't have
Let's
it
keep
yet.
going. We don't see it. I don't even know what
Hey,
it
Urban
is.
City
Hey,
Picker.
Urban City
Urban
Picker.
City Picker.
Pick a number 1 through 12.
Pick a number.
Urban City
Yeah,
Picker.
pick a number 1 through 12.
Stick with 12 through 1, child. I'm done. I'm done.
Pick a number 1 through
Yeah,
12, Urban City Picker. Oh my God. Look at here. Okay, let me
Okay,
see. Let me see.
Y'all better come on. Come on. Nobody's
Yeah,
guessed it yet.
Okay, y'all can
want
keep
that
going
prize.
until we see
I'm
it.
sure I
See, you're a mess.
Please put Steve's comment on the screen because
Oh my God, I'm exhausted.
The Penny says 7. And Derek's just throwing out numbers now.
Right, he done guessed again. That's still
5,
not it.
Derek.
That's
Oh, that's
not
what
it.
you get until you get it.
Penny.
Oh, so
Almost. Nope, that's not it. Y'all are close though. Y'all real close. Derek
Oh,
and
they
Penny
can
are close.
guess until they get it. I got you.
Yeah, they're
Gotcha.
gonna guess till they get it.
Okay.
Derek and Penny were the closest.
All right.
Oh, Derek and Penny were the closest.
Yeah.
I'm about to win this right here. Here you go. I'm winning.
Brittany got it.
Winner.
All right, Brittany.
Hi, Brittany. Beautiful Brittany.
Look at him.
Still guessing. He's still guessing. Jesus. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, Lord. Okay, anybody got something to give away? Because we're going to do it again.
Yeah, I can cash out somebody, but in order to win, you have to have cash out. If you don't have cash out, I'll drop my referral link so you can get an extra free $5, but I'll cash out somebody because I'm terrible with mailing stuff out. That ain't going to happen.
I don't know why we always got to tell that same story.
Because I just need y'all to be aware. So when I say I'm doing a giveaway that needs to be mailed, just know it's going to take 4 to 6 weeks for you to get it. That's all I'm saying.
Or 4 to 6 months, but you will still get it. You will still get it.
She didn't say
We
week. She
will give
said
you the
month.
prize. You may
Month.
totally forget
It's
it.
gonna
It comes
take
in the
you
mail
4 to
one day.
6
I'm like,
months.
oh yeah. But she'll send it to you for sure.
You will
Let me
get
say. Let me say. Okay, so look.
it.
Okay, Terry. I know you're good
Yes,
at
ma'am.
coming up with games. Are you gonna hum something? You're gonna
Harry,
Here you hum.
Oh,
I should say
yeah.
hug or hug.
he's a
Oh my
humming
gosh.
queen.
She's a
Hum.
she's our
Why
she's
are
a
we doing this to
resident hummer.
Diana? We should not do this to Diana tonight.
Okay.
Oh,
No, she needs to witness. She needs to be
I
a
do.
witness.
I need to get the full scope of what
Yes.
happens here.
All
Yes.
right, here we go.
So she can say, I don't want to come back. Don't answer me.
Opposite.
Okay, if y'all ain't got that, y'all in
Oh,
trouble.
I know that's the jam. That is the jam.
Y'all was like,
oh yes,
we
that
need to
is
just end
the
the show if
jam,
y'all don't have
honey.
that one. Oh, they really don't have it. Oh my gosh.
Okay, and nobody knew who
Oh,
that was.
Nobody got it.
Oh,
Tasha.
Oh,
yes,
Got
Tasha
it,
got it.
yeah.
I just came
Gosh,
back
I
from
was
Tasha
like,
the other
I
day.
feel,
She
That was pretty good. Then I even had my little
That
beats
was
going.
good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
that
Yes.
was good.
That was good.
What Bourbon City Pickers said, are you okay, Annie?
Yeah, because
This
I'm
is a
saying,
good
Annie, are
song.
you okay? Those are the words.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I always thought it was Eddie.
Those are the
Y'all ain't
lyrics.
cracking. I always thought it was Eddie. Are you okay? Eddie, are you
Oh,
okay? But it's Annie. Okay, my
It's
bad.
Annie.
You thought it was Eddie? Stop. Pause the show.
I
Yeah.
did for real. I really thought it was Eddie. So I'm
So
sorry.
you
Y'all
were
have to sing
today?
that because y'all be
How
like,
many,
what song is that?
You were
but how
today
many
years
times
old?
have we, oh, today
Hmm?
years
She
old.
was today years old when she found out it was Annie and not Eddie. Are you
But
okay?
how
Oh,
many
yeah.
of
Oh,
us
you can
have
say
done
my
that?
age. Oh,
How many of us
I'm
have done that
old.
with a song and we've been
Just
singing?
found out something new today.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it.
Big
Rude,
time.
rude
I
awakening.
was singing a song. I was singing a song by the Isley Brothers, and it wasn't until the
Uh-huh.
verses that he said something, and I was like, "Wait, what did he say?" I was like, "Oh, I didn't know he was singing." And here I am, been singing it 100 years.
Yes. Yeah.
What? And I was like, I should have
Oh
never
my
been
God.
listening to this song at my young age.
That's true
Because
too.
that song was straight up sex. And I
Yep.
was just singing and bebopping along to it, like, ooh, this is my jam.
How about when Marvin Gaye came
And
out with Sexual Healing?
Oh
And you know, you were
Lord.
singing that in
Yes.
school.
I was
I need
singing that
some
like crazy too.
sexual. Look, how many has says the talking about sexual
Right.
healing?
Don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I didn't sing it around my
How
I
many
didn't sing it
has
around my
says they're
parents.
singing it?
But I tell you, I loved it. I was with that song. I was like, oh yes, honey. And I ain't had nothing. I ain't done nothing. But I was all into it, like, yeah. I was like, mm-mm. But I was
Oh my
today years
God.
old when I found out that what the Isley brothers were saying, talking about, well, never mind, I'll tell you, I love him. But I was just like, what?
Oh my
I
God.
was like, OMG. I had no business singing, let alone listening to that song.
Hey, we
Whew.
live and we learn.
We
Look,
do.
and clearly my parents didn't catch it either.
Oh, okay. Sometimes
But
they're
girl,
not paying attention. They busy.
Yeah, they,
girl, I
Yeah.
got in trouble for playing oh, what is his name? What? Oh God, what? The comedian Richard Pryor. I was in my
Oh,
room just having a good old
yeah.
time.
as
I was having
Yeah.
a I was having a good old time. Yuck, 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 yuck. I was just screaming and laughing. And my mom said, "What you in here looking at?" I was like, "I was just listening to him." And he hauled up and said so many F bombs, dropped so many F bombs and F Fs and
Oh
all that.
yeah.
And my mama said, "Where did you get that?" I said, "I bought it." And she was like, "Pack it up. Look, take it off the turntable. Pack it up."
Mhm.
It was like, "No,
But that's
ma'am."
before they had that explicit warning thing. Like
Yeah.
they didn't have that back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl, but I
Yeah,
knew
they
what Richard
didn't. They
Pryor
did
was all
not. They
about.
did that later.
I say you didn't
Yeah.
need that explicit warning. You knew what Richard Pryor was doing.
Yeah.
I knew what he was doing. That's why I bought it because my
Yeah.
cousin had it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get that when I go to the record store because I used to go to the record store every weekend. So I was like, I'm gonna get that, and I did. And because my dad used to take me, so he wasn't paying attention. He was like, okay, yeah,
oh Lord, them daddies. Yes, my daughter and my husband go places. And they'll come back and I'll be like, babe, do you know? He's like, yeah, about it. I was like, but did you know it was XYZ, XYZ? He was like, I didn't know that. Oh.
Pay attention.
Yes.
Just if you ask for it, he's gonna say yes. But I'm not mad because if I ask for it, he's gonna say yes. Hey, there we go. So
there you go.
Well,
there it is.
The difference is well, honey, I didn't. I just went on by my little lovely business. I knew what he was all about, but clearly I thought that my parents knew who he was too.
oh.
I guess after that they knew who he was.
You
Every time, yeah, I was in high school. Was I high school? Junior high.
Oh.
Junior high.
Yeah.
I think I was in
they
ninth grade.
didn't want to listen to that stuff back then. No.
Yeah.
No. You couldn't even watch any rated R movies back then.
No.
Oh.
And
Baby,
I
I'm
remember
telling
when Risky Business was out with Tom Cruise, I had to sneak and watch that.
oh wow.
You remember that? Remember that back in the day, Rhonda?
Yep.
Risky Business with Tom Cruise.
Yep.
Had to sneak and watch that movie.
Let me tell you,
Now
I mean,
nobody
it was
even
a
think about
whole
that.
look. It was a whole different wavelength back then. It was a
Yeah.
whole different
Yes,
vibe
it was.
back in the day.
Totally.
But you know what?
Mhm.
I honestly think that it was a really more cool vibe back then than it is now.
Definitely.
Every generation says that, don't they? I think that's just we all just think that.
No,
No,
not the
I
new
just lived
generation.
that.
They suck.
Look, I just lived that.
That's how it was.
I mean, we could just because back in the day, and y'all know how I feel, but I'm really talking about back in the day.
Back in the day. Oh, I'm sorry.
I could just go outside, didn't have to worry about nothing. I had a sleepover once. We all slept outside under the stars.
Ooh, that's nice.
I mean,
Nice.
yeah, my parents used to leave their den windows open at night. We could leave our bedroom windows open at night. Y'all try that now.
No, you're gonna be raped, robbed, and murdered. No.
Right? All at the same time.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
That's not funny, but
same
it's just the
damn
way
time.
you came in with that, Diana.
Hell
But
hurts the
trust
way.
me, didn't think that part was funny. The actual thing was just the way Diana.
Right.
chimed in on that.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
Maybe that
I
clear.
want somebody coming back
Yes.
to us later saying we thought that was funny. So if y'all
Yeah,
try
I
to
know.
say
That's
we thought
correct.
that was funny, we
That was
witnessed. We
correct.
didn't think that part of it was funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta get
Thank
people
you for
straight these
keeping
days.
us
But
together.
you know what, guys?
Yes,
I'm
yes.
lucky
Thank you
I'm
so much,
still
Tim.
alive because I'm gonna tell you, back in the day, I would get on my bike and I would be like miles away from the house. I'm talking miles. And my mom didn't even want me to come out. She was like, "Don't come home until the street lights get ready to come on." So, which was fine with me. But then I always, for some reason, messed up. I'm judging, thinking the street lights. I got a little bit more time. I'm gonna get riding my bike, about to hurt myself.
You
Coming
got no time.
and of course, the daggone street lights come on. So then it's a wrap at that point. I don't know if anybody knows anything about that or not.
Oh, I do.
Do you remember
I
that, Rhonda?
Yes.
Oh, trust
You
and
know,
believe.
you know,
I had.
Tiana. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
I've gotten in trouble many a
had
day for that.
Yep.
The
Many a
pole
day.
was right in front of our house,
Oh, yes. Mine too.
and so I could be outside. I could be standing under that pole or by that pole across the street from my house,
Yep.
as long as I was somewhere in the vicinity of my home when that street light came on. Because my mama, she didn't play.
Yeah.
She come all
My
outside and
mom didn't
embarrass
play
you.
either.
She come outside and embarrass
My
you.
mom didn't play either.
Calling my
Yeah.
government name all out loud.
No, what's wrong with the window? Open the window. Diana.
That's what
I'm
my
like,
Oh
mom.
my God.
oh,
But you know, my mom wouldn't even do that. My mom didn't do that. But she'd be in the house with that belt, which is not cool.
wait.
But that's just how they were back then. That's just how they were back then. So she would have her belt. As soon as I come, I'm like, oh, as soon as I saw that light come on, I was like, it's a wrap.
Yep.
Here it go again.
Yeah.
But I say all of that to say that it was a really different time because,
It was.
you know, I think about this now. I wouldn't even have my son riding like miles and miles away from the house without me knowing it's a totally different time, you know.
It is.
It
Kids
is.
were
It
more
is.
safe back then, you know. I mean, I was like
Yeah.
all over the place with my bike, all over.
I don't know if they were safer because I know friends who have horror stories, you know, because a lot of my friends are in a different decade than I'm in, and they have stories that, and I think, man, we were out doing all kind of stuff, but I think now we hear about it more because of the way things
Yes.
are reported. Because my Candyman, which like I got allowance and I drop a 20 once a week on a Friday for the Candyman. He knew to just stop in front of my house because I had $20 for him. And so I'll be buying candy for the whole block. I was rich with $20, you know?
Oh,
And
right.
I
The good
remember
old days.
I was like preteen, teen. I was probably just about a teen. And me and my friend at the time were down the street. We were far. And the Candyman, he was passing us. And I didn't have any money that day. Plus I was on a mission for something else. We ain't gonna talk about what that was, but that's not the point. He reversed back to us and like was calling us from down the street to come. He didn't have the music on, nothing. And I was like, no, we can't. And I just kept going. And then a couple years later, he was being arrested for molesting hundreds of children. And I was like, you are lying. He came in front of
And
my
you
house
know,
every week.
Wow.
and Tiana, I believe that, you know, I think that honestly, I tell people I really do think God watched over me because
Yes.
really I was a girl. I'm riding my bike all over the place.
Yes.
There was only one person that did make me feel uncomfortable, and this is gonna trip your guys out, no joke, but it was actually a police officer. I lied to you not. He scared me to death, and not. I wasn't thinking he was like trying to shoot me or anything, but I really did think he was trying to molest me, because he would like be so like every time he was around, and like some of my friends, like older, like I guess they were like my aunts and stuff, they knew him, and he always like, she is so pretty, she's so pretty. And you know how like when people say that and they say it in a way that just makes you feel kind of dirty. And I'm like young, but I like really felt dirty. He just made me feel so uncomfortable. So like every time I'm like walking around a bike, he would like slow the car down. How you doing today? I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing fine. And then I will always veer off. I would every time I would like veer off like I was going to somebody's house.
Right.
They didn't know these people. I'm like going to the house, like you're knocking on the door. I'm like, you scared the mess out of me. So you're right. You know, I was just lucky. I was lucky.
Yeah, I believe it. But I want to go back what Terry said that her mom would be out with a belt. Y'all, let me just say this. I had to have been like maybe 18, maybe I'll say between 17 and 18 when I'm because I met my baby daddy right after I graduated. And and so my mom, she was just one of them people, child. Where you find him at? Where you find him at? Oh, he crossed the tracks, living across the tracks, you know. And I would always say, weren't you the one that told me you almost bought a home over there? Okay, I'm just saying, same person. Okay. So she would always look at me crazy when I'd bring it up, like, you know, like we're not talking about me, we're talking about you. Okay. So moving forward, we dated, you know, we went out. So one day I went to choir rehearsal one night. And so I said, well, just come pick me up and we'll just go hang out, we go chill or whatever. Okay, so yeah, we did or whatever. Well, I got in, my mom thought I was still at choir rehearsal. And someone said, oh no, she left hours ago. And hunty, when I tell you that when he pulled around the corner and we just stopped. Why? Because my mom was walking up the street. And I was like, what? And they were like, oh my God. Because we double dated that night. So, oh my God. Honey, she was furious. So I said, y'all, I'm just going to get out here. No, I'm just going to take it. No, don't do that. Let me just walk up the street because it'll be better. You just take off and go that way. Don't come down this street. Let me off. Baby, I started walking toward the house and I was thinking the whole time, okay, what am I going to say? Okay, what am I saying? What am I saying? And baby, she was like, where have you been? Blah, 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 blah. And here I am now. She acted like she was about to give me a whooping. was like, I know this woman is delusional. She ain't finna hit me. And so, not out here in these streets.
You said that on the
My
street.
neighbors, where my nose at, neighbors could see. So what I did, y'all, was she was walking and walking and walking. The closer I got, I was like, okay, make your move, make your move. I swerved all around her and kept walking to the house and left her standing there.
Wow.
And by the time she got to the house, baby, she was heated.
Yes.
But all she did was she cussed me out real good, told me to go out there and take a shot, get ready for bed. Okay, mama, but what? I told my dad, I said, I have graduated high school. Why is she still up here acting like I'm 7 years old and I just was in a car with a grown man and out having fun? My dad told me, you should have said something. Well, thank you for your help.
Yeah.
He got an earful before you did. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, he did.
And he was tired. And so he was like, well, next time, just say where you going. I said, I went to choir rehearsal. He just picked me up, bring me home, but we stopped at 8 and all this kind of stuff. You should have said something. I'm like, go to bed. Let me just go to bed. Because it was not helping my case at all.
I don't know.
Not even slightly.
Girl, but the next day he came back with, now look, if you're going to do all that, now you at least say something. You know, how am I going to say something? We didn't have no cell phones back then.
Y'all sure did. You better call from the church phone.
Was I gonna put up a smoke signal? Was you gonna
Call from the church phone before you leave.
Right.
I know.
They have a phone.
Church phone.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Baby, but and let me tell you, my mom was 4'11". My dad used to say she was the shortest in the house and the loudest in the house, and he had that right. I was like, girl, and sometimes I have to remember as you get older, you know, your mama say something fly, whatever, you be looking at her like, but I was thinking, she better be glad she my mama. Yeah. Go on, sit down now somewhere, okay, Dorothy? Go on, sit down. They be so mad at her that you be like, she better be glad she ain't my friend, cause baby, we go roll, honey. We can, you know. I had to remember a whole lot of times, y'all, because my mama was fly.
Why Derek Thompson? He thought his mom was a professional baseball player.
Oh, I hear that. I mean, you know, back then.
Baby, I done caught a house shoe to the back of the neck. Let me tell you.
Wow.
Yeah, the things I learned from my mom is that I never hit my son because my mom was really all the way live, but she got it from her parents who were a lot worse. Yeah. So it does trickle down, and you know, thankfully, I didn't take on that trait because you know my mom was like, "Be quick to hit, boy. You'd be like, you better be ready to duck." Right. I mean, like quick, you'd be like. I got really good at ducking back then. Well, I mean, my mom was a trip. And one time and I'm thinking about what you were saying, Rhonda, because, you know, even back then, when you became a teenager, they were supposed to chill out with that behavior. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like 18, and I had went to the library, and I had my own car. I paid for that car.
She was like,
and I had went to one of my friends' house to get some information because they had took the library, but back then you could actually tell who checked out library books. You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. So like the book. Ironically, it was one of my friends' books because we were in a small town. So I said I'm gonna go to their house because I need to get this information for a book. So I get back home. I'm probably gone for like an hour doing this. So I get back home. She's like, "You weren't over there doing that. You was over there just hanging out." I said, "No, I wasn't." I'm out here trying to talk. She said, "You better stop." I'm like, she come out with a broom. I said, "You know what? That's when you said something. When you said that part about, I had to remember because she just don't know if that broom had touched me, it would have been a hot night in Edenton, North Carolina. But yeah, I got in my car and I said, "I'm gonna go because this woman
that you paid for."
Mine. I'm going to forget that. I had another word to put in there, but I said she lost her mind. I went to my aunt's house. I said I ain't even coming back there anytime soon because I don't want to have to hurt my mom. because she crazy.
Girl, I tell you, they make
Fortunately,
you
though,
have to
I mean, I
stop your
laugh
own
about that,
self.
but I mean, you know, and I love my mom. She ended up
Yeah.
being my best friend when I became an adult. But I think about those
Mhm.
times, I'm like, God, I would never have done that to my son. Like, you know, but yeah, we went through that stuff when we was younger back in the day. Some of us did
You
anyway.
did.
But
Yeah.
I mean, y'all turned out fabulous. Like, don't get us wrong. Like,
Mhm.
everybody doesn't believe in, we'll call it corporal punishment, but you guys turned
I
out
like the way you said
fabulous.
that.
Yes, it is.
I can actually count on my hands the times that I got a whooping. This many. This many.
Really?
3 of them my dad gave me, and 2 my mama almost gave me a concussion. And I was screaming to the top of my lungs, y'all, to where the neighbors were calling on the phone, asking was I okay? Is everything okay over there? She was like, this girl fine. She ever act like somebody killing me. You are killing me.
You should have a concussion for
And
real, Rhonda. You
She's
just
like,
joking.
how?
And she accidentally gave me a black eye with the buckle that hit
Oh
the
my
belt came
God. Oh my
unwind.
God.
The belt came unwinded, you know, and
Oh
it hit me in the
Lord.
eye. So you know
Oh.
y'all know I passed.
Oh my God.
So just
Oh my God. Oh my God.
y'all know I act like I was just passed all out and stuff. And she was like, "You better not go to school. Tell nobody I did that to you." Sounded like the color purple.
Right, right.
You better not go nobody. You better not tell nobody I did that. So here I go to school lying, talking about no, somebody else tried to toss something to me and hit me in the wrong place or whatever. I'm like, why I gotta lie about my mama? She knows she did that. Girl, I was like in the 5th or 6th grade. And I was like, oh my God. And later on, she gonna come trying to apologize. Well, I didn't mean to do that.
Yep.
Well, I guess
Always.
I must look, Rhonda. I guess I was good at ducking.
Well,
'cause
okay.
I can tell you, my mom got she. I can't even count on the hand. I need all of y'all's hands for the times that my mom laid hands on me. So I need my hands, yours, and everybody
Same
else's.
here. Same here.
Margaret Burke was out there,
Let me tell you.
but I
Let
didn't
me
have that
tell you.
experience though.
Yeah.
My mom
Well,
wasn't
y'all,
like that. My dad was. My dad was abusive. That's why I left home at 18. He was
uh-huh.
crazy.
That
But I
was the
remember
case
one
for my
time I
mom.
was
She had an
in,
abusive dad.
yeah, I was in the
Oh,
I
yeah.
was in the 5th grade,
Mhm.
4th or 5th grade, and I don't know why my dad. I think the day before must have been report cards, and I know y'all gonna find this hard to believe, but I used to get in trouble for talking all the time.
No.
No,
You know,
see,
I
not
know.
you.
Lies, see, Alexa,
So
play
he
lies.
came up to the
I don't
school.
believe
I
it.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know what he came up to the school for, but he got me out of, like, it was right at lunchtime or something, and he came and got me out of class.
Oh,
And
wow.
of course, I got home, and we lived across the street from the school. Of course, I got home, got a beating, had to go back to school, and when I
Oh,
went
dang.
to
Not go back.
class, yeah, because it was lunchtime. When I went back to class, everybody's like,
What?
"Ooh,
Not during your
you
lunchtime,
kind
and then
of,
make you
you
go back
kind
to
of whipping." I
school.
was like, "No,
Right?
Mm.
no, I didn't."
Mm.
Just talking to me. They was
Mm.
like, you edging the seat down. You can't even sit down.
Right, right.
Mhm.
I was like, man, but I never, after I got out of elementary school, because I'm telling you, every report period, I always got in trouble for talking.
Yeah.
So after 5th grade, I was like, I'm just going to be quiet. And I never got bad behavior grades for the rest of the school, the rest of the rest of my education. Because I
Right.
was always an A student, but,
Oh,
and I
yeah, I
knew what
know
it
that's
was.
right.
I
That
was
was on
fast.
my progress
I
report all the time.
and then I would
Talk too
start
much.
distracting the class. So what you say, Rhonda?
I said I had that on every progress report, every report card.
Do you
She's
remember
wonderful, but she just talks too much.
Yeah.
Talks too much. She should talk less.
you remember when the grades used to be A, B, C, D? So
Oh
mine was
God.
always A, A, E, A, A, E, A, A, E, because I always got E's for behavior. Everything else
Yeah.
was always A's, and then, like I said, I just
Well,
got
honey,
tired of
look,
getting beaten. So I was like,
I was actually quiet in
I
school,
didn't.
so
I got fussed at about that. I never got a whooping for talking too much. and things because they live with me. They already knew what time it was.
Right.
And so they would just be like, can you talk a little less?
Yeah.
Right? That's not what school is for.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
just, out there being a social butterfly when you need to be learning what you need to be learning. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I can do both. Look, and when I got in high school, I was like, oh, well, I can do both. But they would always, when elementary, they'd be like, oh, she's a lovely girl, but she just talks too much. Could talk less. Oh, if we could just curb her
I said,
talking.
kid talk less.
Could talk less. All right, y'all, we got to wrap this thing up because Terry, tell
Yeah.
everybody
I
where you're
know.
going to be.
Oh yeah, we got to be on Clubhouse. We're gonna be on Clubhouse at 7, guys. Rhonda and I come join us. Oh, see, definitely please join. And Tiana, if y'all, well, Tiana, you're on vacation, so I know you're not trying to do that. And she got her
She
little
only here
spaghetti
because she
straps
was
on.
I know.
Got a
Y'all
little
vacay
spaghetti
mode.
straps on. We
She's
we
trying
know
to
what
be
time it
bashful
is.
about it.
Mhm. But I will tell y'all a funny story really quickly about fathers. My mom had an abusive father, so he would tell them before they get ready to go out on a date, he says, you better keep your underwear up and your dress down.
Yep.
Like if they're going on a date. So my mom would literally go on a date. She would not even use the bathroom because she was scared. Because they didn't have the conversation about sex. That was their conversation about sex. So she didn't know what that meant. So she wouldn't go to the bathroom because she was scared.
Oh wow.
Which is sad.
Well, back then,
Very
That's
sad.
gonna
my
work
mom threw
today.
me up. My mom threw me, I think it was called Life Cycle, a set. She threw that at me, well, not literally, but she put that in my room like, okay, here you go. What is this? I opened it up, seeing all kind of pictures of, I'm like, reproductive systems, and you get one book is this, one book is about, kids sex, and all that. I was like, okay. So I guess I was, and then in conclusion, she said, just keep your dress down, your legs crossed.
To summarize.
That? Yeah. What kind of advice is that
You
to
should
give?
give more information, right, Diane?
Right?
You should give more
A little bit more.
Because my mom did not have that discussion. She did
Yeah,
not
Mine either.
have
At
that
all.
discussion.
Mine either.
Mm-mm.
We're too embarrassed, I
My
guess.
mom
We didn't
talked
know how
about
to
it
do it.
too much. She made
Oh,
sure I
no.
knew.
Well,
She
we
wasn't
had
being really
my
serious.
daughter is 11, but I had I started the conversation at 4 or 5, but it was with a plant and a seed. And then I've grown it as she's grown because I don't want her to get misinformation from her friends who are fast.
Right.
Because I know little boys that are my age now, but who started having sex at 8. I didn't want them to try to tell her what that was. So I was like, let me just start
Right.
tuning you in so you know what's up. But I think
Oh, well, child, I learned all my stuff from the street.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
Unfortunately.
well, I'm gonna tell you, my mom
joking.
felt
My
compelled to
friends
tell
told
me
me.
early on. She told me
Yeah.
early on, and then I think I was 10 years old. I'll never forget it. One of my friends was 12 years old, and God forbid she got pregnant. How about she acting like I was pregnant? Let me tell you right now. You come
Yep.
home pregnant, I am
Yep.
kicking you out. I mean, she
Yep.
gave me the right. I'm
No.
she was scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, see, that's the technique for some parents. They just want to scare you that you get pregnant. I'm gonna kick you out. Because then what? Here you
Yeah.
are, maybe 15, less than that sometimes, and they just be trying to scare the bejesus out of you.
Listen,
But baby, look, my mom didn't play.
the STDs are scary enough. Kick me
True.
out, but I don't want an STD. So how about I'm good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. Saw a couple of pictures of those.
Real.
That'll scare you.
Yes.
For real.
When they show me that cauliflower
that's
thing
enough
in
right
6th
there.
grade, I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm good." You ain't gotta tell me twice.
No.
Look, and that is so true because I had a class where they showed the film. How they
Yes.
had a projector
Yes.
and they show you all, and you seeing it
Yes.
close up, and you're looking like, that is some
I
nasty.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Baby,
Yes.
I was like a walking X.
It's like your legs closed. Like, come over here.
Don't come over here because I don't want that. After seeing that, I didn't want no parts of nothing.
And then when they said there was no cure
Okay.
for half of them, I was like,
Yep.
I said, oh no, we good. I don't never need
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I was abstinent for a long time.
Yeah.
I ain't about to catch nothing I can't get rid of.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Got that right.
That is horrible because
Definitely
a friend of mine
was.
had the city call her, the county,
What?
and she had to go in and get tested.
Oh God, that
And
has
she
to
was
be
like, "Girl,
terrifying.
the county called." So what the county calling you for?
Right.
I had to go get tested. For what? Talking about he had
Mm-mm.
something, STD, and she had to go to her doctor, get tested. She was fine. And then that doctor had to go ahead and sign the paperwork, report it, send it back to all this. But baby, her mama was livid.
That's so scary. That's so scary.
But at least, wait a minute. The good thing about it was back then, I guess they called. I don't know if they make calls now. You just on your own.
So. Yeah. Yeah.
No, they do. They send letters because I've had friends that received letters or stuff. Yeah.
But how do you? Say
not a letter.
But say you have it, you go to the doctor, you have it. The doctor says, "Who have you been with?" You don't know their address. Like, how they get a letter?
I don't know. Hopefully, you know their first and last name. I don't know.
How many people know
They tell you.
That's
They
probably
tell
right,
you.
Diana. Yeah.
They told her
They do a
who it
search.
was.
Okay.
So and so came into the office and had whatever.
Right.
We're calling you because they put you down as someone that they had sex with.
Okay.
Wow.
But you know the people's last name? I talk to y'all every day and I don't know your last name. So I'm just wondering.
Girl,
lies. You know my
ain't
last
getting it
name.
like that,
I'm looking
girl.
at you right now, Tiana. I'm looking at you like,
We ain't that tight.
I'm like, lies.
I just feel like you're not gonna know the last name. You only know their first name, their nickname, and their cell phone number. That's all you
know. Back in the day,
I knew people's first and last name.
middle name, last name, phone number,
I knew
where
that.
street they lived on back in the day.
Address,
That's how we rolled in my hood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
Yep. Because let me tell you, I was a ace reporter. What's your name? Where you live? What's your phone number? What's your mama's name? I knew everything. I would take notes. Okay, his name. And he's how old? Okay, what school you go to? Florida? Okay. And nothing developed from that conversation, but I still had all the info because
it was harder for people to ghost you back in the day than it is now. Ghost you now, but back in the day, it was harder for them to ghost because the form of ghosting then was they just wouldn't answer the phone. But then another family member might answer the phone. So this was
right. So you tell him I know he's there.
It was a 50-50 chance that they would get to.
Wow.
See, I had my own phone line. I didn't have caller ID. So when I picked that phone up, I'd be like, and somebody said hello.
Oh, caller ID was life back then. Caller ID
Star 69.
was life. I could not have a phone without caller ID. Could not.
Yeah, but at first we didn't have caller ID.
No, we had Star 69 first. Yeah.
Yeah, 69.
Star 69.
And utilize it a great deal, Diana. That's right.
But wait a minute. My favorite.
I didn't call you. Don't lie to me. I started.
Right.
Right.
That's right. I start
the phone company just lying. They just lying on you.
They don't lie.
My favorite was the emergency call. Yes, I'd like to place an emergency call to blah 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 blah. Who's calling? Oh, it's Rhonda. Oh, just a moment. Breakthrough on that line. We have an emergency call from Rhonda.
Oh yeah, you talking about somebody has a busy signal.
I don't know nothing about that. Y'all teaching me something.
No, you don't even want to know about that.
There was always a way.
That was way back in the day.
There was always a
way back in the day.
Wait,
you talking to a friend
and I used to have it done to me.
They want to talk to you. They'll break in that line.
Yep.
Break in that line and be like, "This is so and so." You be like, "Dang." And especially if you was on the phone with somebody you didn't have no business being on the phone with, and then the person that you're talking to come through, and you be like,
"Wow,
I see what's going on."
Yeah.
You
That's
know, but
amazing.
Oh, I gotta go. It is 6:56.
oh yes,
Oh,
let's
I
wrap it
gotta
up.
go.
You ladies
Hey
are
guys, thank you to
awesome.
everyone
Yes.
who
Thank
Tiana,
you.
enjoy
joined
the
us
rest of your
on Hump Day.
vacation, girl.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Had an
yes.
amazing time.
Thank
Enjoy.
you, Rhonda. Thank you,
Yes,
Rhonda.
Bye,
thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
thank you, thank
everyone.
you.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye, honey.
Bye.
All right.